Monteverdi wrote l'Orfeo at the start of the 17th century, the height of the Renaissance, the making new, the looking back to the classical era. So opera was really born out of a fascination with ancient Greece. That's why Monteverdi turns to the myth of l'Orfeo for his first opera. And it's why this spring we have a season of Greek operas, not just Monteverdi's l'Orfeo, also Mozart's Idomeneo, Stravinsky's Oedipus Rex, and Richard Strauss's Ariadne auf Naxos. Together, I think these titles give us a great sense of opera as a modern art form, whether that's modern in the 17th century or modern today for the new 21st century. The story of Orfeo is really about grief. This extraordinarily emotional opera tells the story of Orfeo, of his love for Eurydice, of their wedding, and of his loss of Eurydice almost immediately at the start of the opera as we plunge from great joy down into the deepest sorrow. He goes on a journey to the underworld to try and bring her back, to persuade the gods to relent, to give her back to life, back to him. They agree to let him lead her out of the underworld as long as he is leading her, he does not look back. But of course, emotion, passion overwhelms him. He's not certain that she is behind him. He turns back, and so he loses her a second time and falls into the profoundest sense of loss, sense of grief, and understanding of love. This sublime drama was the first truly successful opera. This was the birth of the art form as music moved from the polyphony of the Renaissance into the Baroque period, as recitative singing of narrative through music became the bedrock on which this new art form of opera was built. So in this piece, we see all the ingredients which will go on to become the great grand art form of opera. But here they are expressed as their most essential, their most intimate, the very beginnings of the art form. So we hear beautiful singing. We have an extraordinary array of colors within the orchestra. We hear singing of ensembles of choruses. And we have at its heart a piece which engages on the most profound level with love and with death. Orfeo is a collaboration with the conductor Lars Ulrik Mortensen, a Danish national treasure. The Royal Theatre has worked with Lars Ulrik Mortensen and Concerto Copenhagen over many years, but this is the first time for a number of years that we have staged a Monteverdi opera together. No two performances of Monteverdi's Orfeo sound the same. Monteverdi's score gives enormous freedom to the performers. Lars Ulrik Mortensen, conductor, will be making choices about the orchestration, and Monteverdi asks the players to improvise. That's really rare in opera. So, we look forward to welcoming you to Gamla Scena for the performances of Monteverdi's l'Orfeo.